Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. Welcome to Junk Journaling for Beginners, episode... Maybe this is 4, maybe this is 3 or 4. I'll put it in the title. We are ready to go on to another page, but I want to talk about pockets and tags. So if you remember, if you haven't seen the other episodes, you might want to run back and watch them. We put this signature together using just scrappy paper that we had. We have painted a couple pages. We built a pocket, which was odd, out of a book page that I found. And today I want to show you other... Oh, I put this little stickers on here. You haven't seen that. Which way am I going? This way? A couple little stickers I stuck on there to add to the page. And now I have gone ahead and done a few pages where I just ripped some paper because we've already gone through collaging on the pages. I did that page. I did this page tonight watching a TV show. I just scribbled on it with my markers that I showed you last time. And put a couple pieces of collage paper on there. And then I did another page. I just scribbled on this page with my markers, put a piece of collage paper on there and a piece of book page on there. And this piece of paper that I collaged on there, it looked like some trees, so I just scribbled some tree trunks on down. Means nothing except for just getting some color on the page. So I thought we would go ahead and work on this page. I want to put a pocket over here, so I thought we would go ahead and talk about pockets. I am going to get my pockets to show you some ideas, so I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, this could be the opening of a very large rabbit hole. I went over just to get a few pockets to show you, and I have so many pockets that I've already made up. First of all, well, let's just find a pocket that we're going to put on here first, and then maybe we'll see what kind of colors we want to use. I just want to show you several different kinds of pockets that I have made. Let's start with a very absolute simple one. This one here is just made taking a square of book page and folding it corner to corner, and bam, you just glue down two sides and you have an instant pocket to stick anything in that you would like. This pocket, sometimes I make stacks of them, small to large, and just keep them in my little cubby over there, and that way I can pull these out. Let me show you one that I have made. Like, you can take your corner pocket and you can add stacks of other papers on top of it to make a collage. I sewed around this one just to make it look different, but everything on there is glued on, so you don't have to sew if you don't want to. So you can take these and doll them up however you wish. Let's see if I have one in here that has some. Here's a big one. Here's a big one that I just put all kinds of pieces of paper on there. I put colored paper. I took regular book pages and I folded them up to make them look all crinkledy and grungy. And I just started gluing stuff everywhere in a stack. And then I just sewed over a little triangle. You could put a sticker in the middle of that. You could put a image in the middle of that, or you could leave it plain. This, of course, would go in a bigger book, but there's another form of the triangle pocket. These two are all that same base of pocket. Then you just start venturing out. This is a piece of shiny magazine paper that I just took and folded. However, I just made it up. Just folded it until I had a pocket in there and glued it. And I can come back later and put pictures on it or glue something else on it or put stickers on it, whatever you wish. Then you have a pocket. This one here, I just used, looks like I just had a regular piece of paper, and I cut some book page out and folded it over the back and glued it on. You could just fold a whole book page in half and glue it and cut your little divot at the top. And this is just another picture of a bird out of a book, and just glue it on and ink around the edges and you're done. So many ways. Here's some that are a little more technical. Can't tell you how I did it because I watched a video and did it at that time. It's got 1, 2, 3 areas to stick stuff in. Once you say, oh, I want to learn how to do junk journal pockets, well, just put junk journal pockets down in your YouTube search and you will have more than you could ever imagine. Here's one that's got a flippy flap inside. Looks like we have an opening here that we could put a picture on or a plain piece of paper to write something on. Here's a little tuck spot here where you could put a small tag inside. Here's a pocket over here. You could put another tag inside. You can shut it and have an area over here. You can flip it over and have another area over here. And it's just a matter of folding book pages every which way. I can see I took this one and folded the corner down and glued it. Looks like maybe this was 2 pieces of book page that I glued together at the bottom. And then I just added these separate pieces inside. And oh, there's a secret place to write on the inside of that one. So you can see how the sky is the limit. Here's another one of those pages. This one here actually is made out of an album cover, a cardboard album cover. And I just covered it with book page and cut a divot in the top so you could see where to pull out your tag. Put a little cluster of book pages on there and a sticker. Easy as that. Here's one that I made out of a paper bag. I folded the paper bag up. Well, first of all, I sewed this piece of paper on so that I would have a place to write. And then I glued another piece of paper bag over the top of it. Put a few little collage pieces on there, and it is a pocket, yet it's also a tag that goes in another pocket in your book. So double duty. Here's another little triangle one that I have that I just sewed around and put a little cluster of book pages and a sticker. Here's one that I made out of shiny book page that I didn't know what to do with, so I just took the book page, folded the bottom up, creased it, and then folded the top part of that down and glued it all together here, and then I went around it with sewing. So all I have to do is put glue on the back of that, glue it on my page if I had a book big enough, and it's an instant pocket. A lot of times I make these up ahead of time, so I just have them. So let's go ahead and see if we have one here that is already got our colors on it. No, we don't. So we may have to make our own. We could use this one. Let's see if any of these have these colors on it. This one's too big. We could use this one. Okay, let's go ahead and use this one. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and doll this one up. We use this paper because it has some of the same colors that's in that piece of scrapbook paper that's in there. So let's just go ahead and glue this on. there. And hope you guys have been doing well. I went to the dump today. Crazy, stupid idea. We were going to go to the dump last week, and one of the grandkids had a ball game. So we put it off till this week, and then one of the other grandkids said she has a dance competition. And so we said, we're never going to get the dump run made unless Terry just takes off today and we go do it. So he took off today. I just like these dots. I don't know if I want something else on there or not. I just don't think I do. I'm just liking this. But it needs something else. Anyway, Terry took off and we went to the dump, and of course it's just absolutely crazy windy out. So, but we got it done. We came home absolutely filthy dirty from eating dirt. Always got to add to the background of your painty paper, because that'll be something beautiful another time. And that's green. I don't know why. I thought that was a black ink pad. Anyway, here I am using my brown ink pad for the pink. That'll grunge it up, won't it? So we weren't able to cut our tree down that we wanted to cut down, but we got the dump run done. And I just went out with the blower for about an hour or so and just started blowing leaves that had accumulated here, there, and yonder. And the wind, 45 miles an hour, was blowing so hard that it just took the leaves and blew them clear out across the road and into the pasture. So I don't have to worry about picking up the leaves. That was kind of nice. Let's see if we can find a little image. Boy. Yeah, let me see if I can find a magazine or something. Your phone screen will go dark after using Smart View. Okay, well. Okay. I found this piece, these turtles, in my cat folder. I've torn it out of a magazine and thought the picture was pretty and dropped it in my cat folder instead of the turtle folder. So we are going to put a turtle on our pocket. I'm just tearing it out. That's all you have to do. You can ink around it if you want. You don't have to. You can go around it with a paintbrush and paint if you want. Go around it with marker. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going to put mine on. I am covering up a lot of my pretty. I just like this prettiness right here. So instead of tearing it out, I'm going to fussy cut it just a little bit. Not perfect, but I just want to be able to see some of my background on there. So you see, you don't have to have any fancy images. Just, you can't tell me that when you're sitting in the house looking at a magazine that you don't see images on everything, from advertisements to, you know, this was on in a, looked like maybe it was in a sales catalog or something. I get them free from the library. Friends give them to me. You don't have to go buy a subscription to magazines. My library has them for free all the time. And I have friends that hand them down to me when they're done looking at them. So there, we have our little turtle that can go on here. And our pocket is done. all we have to do is put it in our little, on our little page. I want to add a little more color to the page. So let's see what this is going to look like if we glue this on here. I want to add a little bit of turquoise. I just want to make this look oceany now that we have a turtle on there. And see, I got my pink, yellow, and green out. I was going to go over this page and add some color to it, but you know what? Now I'm just going to add some of the colors we have in here. I want the turquoise. Let's see here. Do I own a turquoise? Oh, here's some turquoise ink. We can put some of that on there. I bought these because I'd never had ink before and I wanted to try it, and I saw other people using them. You know, I could have inks or not. They're kind of expensive. It's not something that when this runs out, these are like $6 or $8. It's probably whenever I am done with those, I probably won't get them again, because I could do the same, I could get the same effect with a watered down paint, you know? It's not that big of a deal for me to say, oh, I'm out of ink, I've got to get some more. It's just not. I'm smushing these together. Just to put some on the other side, I'm going to take off some of the wetness on a piece of scrap paper, in which will be a great page later. So there's some turquoise on there. That looks kind of aqua-ish. And really, that's, honestly, we don't need anything else. For me, I'm happy with that. Let's take some orange. Let's go ahead and glue our pocket on. Just two sides. We'll leave the top part open where we're going to stick our tag. Just like that. I'm going to hold that down a little bit while I doodle with my orange marker. Just playing. Don't even have a plan. I just saw circles and thought I would put some circles down the side. Let's put some seagrass up here. Because really, you're going to have a tag in here. You're not even going to see a whole lot of this background, but it is just fun to play. Let's put, just so he's not by himself, let's put a little chubby fish in there. They don't want to travel alone. Let's see here. How does the gill go? This way. Okay. He's got a little friend traveling with him. And I'm basically done. Now, we're going to need a tag to go inside. So, let's see what we've got in the form of a tag. I'll tell you what, let's make a tag. I've got a bajillion of them over there, but let's just go ahead and put a quick one together just to show you how easy they are. You can also put tag in your search and come up with a bajillion ways to make tags. I've got a picture on this one, so I'm going to utilize it, and I'm going to use that picture to my advantage as a background. I'm just folding my book page there. I have picture there, and I have picture there. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And I might sew around the outside of it if I wish, and I might not. Just whatever you want to do. If you don't have a sewing machine, you don't have to sew. You could glue it, or you could not. You could tape it, you could staple it, you could do anything. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this part off just because I'm just making it a little smaller, and I'm just keeping it in the color confounds of my picture. Now, I have a base here for my tag. I can cut the corners off at the top, and I cut one corner off. Whoops, flip it over, put it on the other side so I can get them both the same. And then I have a tag shape. I can go a little farther and poke a hole in it. And we can put a little tassel on there out of some string. But for right now, I just want to put something on there. I put this other turtle on there. I mean, I hate to cut his little friend off and leave him here alone, and he could possibly end up in the trash. So we might as well keep them together. Let's see here. Let's take that paper that we dabbed off our ink on a while ago. Let's put a couple pieces of that on there. That one right there. Yeah, I don't really have room for that other one. Let's take this plain piece of paper and cut out just a little section of that. I'm not going to cut it as wide because I don't want it to go clear to the edge. And I'm not going to cut it clear to the top because I want to leave some of that color on my tag, but I do want to put a piece on the back to have a writing space. So I want to do that. And it is not straight. If you want to be straight, be straight. If you don't want to be straight, don't be straight. Okay, I'm going to ink around that. Hi, Arlene. I don't know why, you just came to my mind. I hope you're doing good. I love your sassy little things you send me in my messages. It brings a smile to my face. I love waking up in the morning and seeing that I get up. My back always hurts, so when I get up, I just sit on the edge of my bed for a little while till I'm kind of stretched out and look at my phone for a minute while my body's stretching out. And it just brings a smile to my face when Arlene has sent me some silly meme or some smarty pants comment you know, she'll have a meme with a Smarty Pants comment on it. And I just giggle or laugh or smile. I just love it, Arlene. It's like you're a missionary to Amy to make my mornings start out good. And I appreciate it. And I don't know where she finds this stuff. I have no idea, but she does. Okay, so there's that side. What happened to my... There he is. He is just blending in here, so I don't know. We need to do something. We need to do something. Let's see here. Let's take a little bit of yellow paint. Whoa, or a lot. We're going to add some yellow paint into our picture now because I've got it all over. That's okay. I've got a chunk, a crusty chunk there. Put this on there to lighten it up so that maybe we can see our turtle a little better. Put the rest on our background paper. Okay, now, let's see, what else can we put on there? Let's do some pink. Bubbles in the water, right? Now let's see. Let's fix our sea plants here since I went over it with some yellow. Let's go back over our little fishy fin. Okay. Now, where's our turtle again? There he is. Okay. I'm okay with that. And let me get a little piece of string. Let's pretend like you don't have any. I was going to get a piece of yarn or something like that, but let's just pretend like you don't have any. So I have a piece of material here that I'm just going to, well, it's probably that kind of material that you can't rip. I love to rip my material. No, there's not going to be any ripping done on this one. And I've got it. It's kind of hard for me to hold it and cut it with these tiny little scissors. And we will just tie this in our little tag hole. Well, you guys, I'm not pushing pause and getting up to get my material scissors. I'm just going to be stubborn here. So I'm just going to take this piece of material and put it in our tag. And looky there. We just made a homemade tag out of a random book page. to put in our little pocket that we've made. And look, the two turtles are together once again, swimming in the same water, picked up a spare friend, and you can write all about it on the back. So there you go. Another page in our beginner junk journal. And it's just fun, isn't it? Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye from Birdie. Be careful. This is where I get nervous because this one hangs over the house. Not too bad.